What if I told you that humans aren't from this planet? That we arrived as desperate refugees from a galactic war that destroyed our home 50,000 years ago? That those ancient legends of sky visitors are memories they erased from us? Those refugees were proto-human hybrids with latent alien genetics that evolved into us. Don't tell me you've never thought that some people you know, or even your neighbor, seem a little alien in appearance. Those strangely glowing eyes, that presence that just doesn't quite fit. And now the true owners of Earth are returning to reclaim it, wiping us all out, including me. But I, a mere translator, was on the verge of uncovering this forbidden truth and changing my destiny and that of humanity forever. The alien commander knelt to my level, her bluish face close to mine, and whispered in her musical language that I understood perfectly. Your lineage is the key. Together, we will forge a new legacy to save my people, even if it means the end of yours. For 15 years, I had been translating classified government documents: Russian, Mandarin, Arabic, Farsi, all kinds of secret communications. But on Tuesday, October 15th, Colonel Hayes arrived with a marked folder. Project Babel, Cosmic Level. What's Cosmic Level? I asked. Hayes gave me a strange look. It means your life changes today. With trembling hands, I opened the folder. The symbols leaped out at me. They weren't from any earthly language. Impossible geometric patterns. Frequencies that defied human logic. When I tried to pronounce them, my throat closed, as if something ancient silenced me. Stunned by that nightmare, I left the office. The world felt distorted, as if those symbols had altered my reality. I walked straight to my apartment in the city center, a modest place where I tried to live a normal life, far from government secrets. In the hallway of the building, I ran into my neighbor Elena, beautiful, with that smile that melted my stress away.
Long day, David?
She said, brushing my arm. For a second, her eyes glowed strangely, golden, reminding me of that paranoia about alien neighbors. A hangover from the nightmare? I shook my head. One of the worst, I replied, pretending everything was fine. Inside my apartment, my cat Shadow meowed for food. I bent down to feed him, trying to cling to the ordinary. The click of the can, his purring. But as I touched his fur, the glitch returned. My veins pulsed with golden light, flashes of hybrid ancestors running through ancient landscapes. Shadow arched his back, eyes reflecting that glow, as if sensing something inhuman in me. My heart pounded. What was awakening inside me? 3 days later, Hayes called me. Someone wants to see you. David Martinez, said Hayes. I'd like you to meet Commander Lyra. I froze. That bluish skin, those features that weren't entirely human. Is she an alien? I stammered. Do they really exist? Hayes nodded calmly. Yes, David. They exist. Since when has the government known about the existence of aliens? For decades. Hayes replied. But that's not what matters now. My eyes locked onto her. How? I still couldn't process it, but Hayes cut me off. She's not from here, David, and neither are you. Not entirely. Lyra looked straight at me. She didn't smile. She didn't make any gestures. She just studied me, like I was a specimen in a lab.
Kresta Zylos. Veknartak.
Then she spoke in her alien language, with that musical cadence that echoed in the room. Fluid sounds, like broken melodies mixed with soft clicks.
Klaatu barada nikto.
David, Hayes interrupted. I've been working with their race for decades, in exchange for technology that has changed everything for us. Project Babel wasn't just about translation. It was about identifying hybrids, like you. Hybrids? What does that mean? I asked, my mind spinning in chaos. Me, not entirely human? Visions of those ancient symbols flooded back into my head. But before I could process it, Lyra spoke to me again in her alien language.
Veknar korvan ishta.
And somehow, I understood, instinctively. She said my pure genetics were perfect for uniting us, for creating a new species to save hers from extinction. I didn't have time to react. Hayes, with a treacherous smile, pulled a hidden device from his pocket and shot me with something that paralyzed me in a second. An alien sedative, cold and fast, that clouded my vision instantly. I'm sorry, David, he murmured as all my senses failed. It's for a greater good. Your heritage makes you ideal for their breeding plan. I tried to scream, to struggle, but the world blurred. Alien guards emerged from the shadows, holding me as a portal opened in the wall, pulling us toward the mothership orbiting Earth. The alien commander crouched down to my level, her bluish face close to mine, and whispered in her musical language that I understood perfectly. Your lineage is the key. United, we will forge a new heritage that saves my people, even if it means the end of yours. Her words pierced me like a cold dagger, that promise of a new heritage at the cost of all humanity. Before I could process the horror, Lyra straightened up with inhuman grace and activated a panel on her wrist. A hologram materialized in the air above us, projecting ethereal images of a vast alien fleet traversing space. Colossal ships, like ours, approaching Earth. Look, David, she said in her musical language that my mind translated instantly. We have returned to claim what is ours. Only the hybrids, the descendants that you and I will create, will survive the purge. Your lineage ensures continuity. Join me, and we will forge an invincible race. And panic invaded me like a wave. Purge? Eliminate everyone, I shouted, my voice broken by terror. You are the invaders. The ones who erased our ancestral memories, the ones who left us as refugees in our own lost home. The words burst from me with fury, and something deep inside me stirred. That latent genetics I had felt in flashes before. A pulse of golden energy surged from my veins, visible and throbbing, repelling the nearest guard with an electric snap that hurled him against the ship's wall. The other guards backed away, alarms buzzing in the metallic corridor, but the effort left me exhausted, gasping on the cold floor, my body trembling as if it were about to break from within. Lyra did not hesitate. She extended a hand, and a bluish force field enveloped me, containing the residual pulse that threatened to overload me and kill me. The pain ceased abruptly, but in that instant of contact, alien visions flooded my mind. Their race as the original guardians of Earth, displaced by a devastating galactic war that forced them to exile, watching as proto-human hybrids, our ancestors, occupied the planet. I felt their desperation, the agony of a species on the brink of the abyss, and for a moment, a conflicting empathy invaded me, questioning whether their claim was justice or vengeance. Immobilized in the field, exhausted but alive, Lyra approached again, her expression softening into something almost seductive. You see our truth now, David. Cooperate in creating this new heritage, and I promise mercy. Not all of humanity will perish. Some could join us, evolve, resist, and the purge will be absolute. Lyra didn't wait for my response. With a gesture of her hand, the force field dissipated enough for me to stand up, though my legs still trembled from the residual energy pulse. "Come with me," she ordered in her melodious language, and the guard stepped aside as she guided me through corridors illuminated with an ethereal glow toward her private quarters. A vast and organic suite, with walls that pulsed like living veins and holographic views of the starry space. Once inside, alone, at last, she pointed to a compartment that opened, revealing comfortable and fluid garments. Soft, iridescent fabrics that adapted to the body like a second skin, harmonizing with her alien style, but without the opulence of theirs. "Undress and put this on," she said, her voice a whisper that echoed in my mind. While I obeyed clumsily, she turned to another panel and changed with deliberate grace. She emerged in an elegant and form-fitting feminine outfit, an ethereal dress in bluish and silver tones that flowed like living water, accentuating her inhuman curves and making her beauty seem almost hypnotic. A sensory lure that left me breathless for an instant, struggling against the involuntary attraction that my latent genetics seemed to amplify. The following days blended into an intimate isolation. Just the two of us in that confined yet infinite space. We shared exotic meals served by invisible drones, crystalline fruits that exploded in electric flavors on the tongue, aromatic liquids that evoked ancestral memories of lost landscapes, textures that vibrated against the skin and altered perceptions, making each bite a multi-sensory experience that temporarily erased the horror of my situation. We used neural technology, tactile interfaces that projected interactive holograms for deep conversations, where her accidental touches sent sparks of genetic empathy, as if our lineages were communicating directly. But the conflict burned in every dialogue. I resisted vehemently, defending humanity as deserving of salvation. "You can't claim Earth by erasing everyone," I argued, my voice trembling with anger. We are more than refugees. We have built civilizations. We have dreamed. We have loved. Lyra, sitting close, her magnetic presence invading my senses, countered with implacable calm. Look at what they have done in their vast majority. They have broken the balance of the planet that we originally guarded. Pollution that suffocates oceans and skies. Armed conflicts that ravage entire continents. The disappearance of countless animal species that maintain the vital harmony. Do you defend destroyers who have wounded their own home to the point of irreparability? Our return is to restore, not just to claim. Her words hit me like visions. I remembered earthly news of burned jungles, species lost forever, wars that devoured innocent lives. My resistance faltered in those moments, divided between loyalty and doubt, while the dialectical tension brought us physically closer. Finally, to break the tense silence, Lyra squeezed my hand harder. "This will give us answers," she murmured. But the link started suddenly, and the kiss became deeper, her lips pressing against mine with an energy that shook my soul. Heat invaded me. I felt an instinctive desire that left me defenseless. Guilt for humanity tormented me, but that force was irresistible, leaving me breathless when we separated. In that shared flow, I saw it clearly. Her pheromones had been in the air for days to influence my doubts about human errors. But the kiss struck back. My memories reached her. Humans restoring destroyed jungles, protecting species on the brink of extinction, stopping conflicts with bravery and compassion. Lyra pulled away, gasping, her eyes wide open with genuine surprise, as if something inside her had broken. She stayed still for a moment, breathing deeply, her hand still in mine, trembling slightly. I could see the struggle on her face, the growing doubt, the weight of years of obedience clashing with what she had just seen. I see goodness in them," she murmured at last, her voice broken, as if saying it out loud scared her. "Not everything is destruction. There is light, David. A light I didn't expect." I stayed looking at her, my mind spinning with what that meant. Was her change real, or just a fleeting moment? The silence stretched, tense, while she seemed introspective, her eyes lost in some distant memory. Finally, she looked up, determination mixed with fear. "If there is hope in your race, perhaps we can change everything. I'm going to stop the fleet's advance right now." Her fingers flew over the nearby panel, sending the order with a touch that seemed to cost her everything. The air felt heavier, as if the universe was waiting for the response. "But it won't be easy," she added, her voice barely a whisper, while the panel emitted a faint hum confirming that the message to the fleet had been sent. Her golden eyes fixed on me, full of a mixture of fear and hope that made me feel the weight of what she had just decided. "They will see me as a traitor," she said, and for the first time I saw vulnerability in her, as if she were on the edge of an abyss. "Traitor? Why do you risk it if you know they will punish you?" I asked, my voice coming out with more urgency than I wanted. I took a step closer, my heart pounding hard. "Who is forcing you to do this, Lyra?" Aren't you the one in charge here? In episode 2, you will discover that Lyra is just a puppet, controlled by a superior alien race, the true owners of Earth, our real enemies. And this truth will change everything. But first, in just a few days, we'll premiere Seraphina, Queen of Atlantis. We're also working hard on the second season of Zodra and Jake, along with many other stories. It took us over a month to release this new video, not because we were on vacation, but because we rebuilt everything from scratch. As always, I only ask for a like, a comment with your thoughts on this episode, and if you can, share it. Thank you for your support. See you in a few days with more